with MGNCRE. It is the Department of Higher Education, Ministry of Education, Government of India. Actually, even Umadevi ma'am was wondering what program, from where the list of our college you got. I actually got from the Ministry of Education. It is there. So they sent me the list in which your college, your name is there. Where I hope that you might have, started a cell in your college, maybe in the name of REDC or Rural Entrepreneurship Development Cell, or SCS, that is the Social Entrepreneurship Development Cell is already functioning there. That may be the reason why your college's name is already being listed. Okay, so from there I got. Actually, what we are doing is we are giving the awareness to almost all the colleges, higher education institutions in India. So we have different states, and for different states. So as a person, as a resource person, I'm looking after Kerala, then Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry, that areas. Okay, so likewise, there are number of we have nearly 50 resource persons. They will be communicating the same thing in the standardized format to all the higher education institutions. So the talk is actually related to two aspects. One is COVID-19, and the second is the Swachhta campus initiatives in the especially in the higher education institutions. Okay, so that is the agenda for today. So let us start the program with a silent prayer. Okay, thank you. So let me get into my responsibility to welcome all of you to this online workshop for 1.5 hours. So let us hope that this will be a very fruitful session, because I expect all of you to talk actually instead of I'm delivering a speech to you. So this is actually a discussion forum where there are a lot of intellectual people are sitting here, so you can put forward your own suggestions and your own ideas so that we can create a plan for your institution. So this is what we are going to do. Okay, so on behalf of MGNCRE, let me extend my hearty welcome to Shobha ma'am, principal of KCS College. So hearty welcome. Then we have Umadevi ma'am. So on behalf of MGNCRE, I welcome you because she was in touch with me to coordinate the program and to make this program realize. Okay, so welcome ma'am. Then we have faculty members here, so I'm not calling you one by one because there are a number of people here. So I welcome all of you to this online work. And you may have administrative staff also sitting here. So I welcome them to this online workshop. Definitely, majority will be students, and it is to be appreciated that you have invited this much number of students, and definitely they'll be listening to the way that we discuss, and they also will be a part of our discussion, right? So that we can jointly decide on what is the action plan that has to be made in your institute. Okay, so I welcome all of you. Yeah, Dr. Sentivel, I don't know how to pronounce it. It may be correct, I hope. Okay, so I welcome all of you to this online workshop. So let us have a fruitful session together. Okay. So now I invite Dr. Shobha Edward, principal, to give away a speech.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So, on behalf of KCS Kasinagar College of Arts and Science, special thanks to our Secretary Sir for permitting us to organize such a session in association with the Faculty Development Center, Mahatma Gandhi National Council of Rural Education. So, this Department of Higher Education, Ministry of Human Resources Development, Government of India, so along with them having this event organized is a real, just a minute, there's a flickering going on, wait, okay, I should be fine, okay. So actually we are very happy to associate with you, ma'am, and have this event organized, and as Umadevi ma'am had just informed yesterday, The moment I conveyed this information to Sir, Sir was happy that we are going on into this venture, especially the Swachh campus is one thing which always Sir insists on. So now having an introductory speech that I'm giving you, I just brief you, ma'am. Our faculty, our students will just have a recollection of what is going on, and Shiny ma'am will know what we are doing here at KCS Kasinara College. So actually, with regard to this Swachh campus, the clean campus, so we have a 5S committee over here, and they take care of the cleanliness, spick and span campus, floor wise, room wise, area wise, whether it is the ground or whether it is. So actually, cleanliness begins at home. So that's one concept behind our 5S committee. So that cleanliness is taken up by our 5S committee, the convener, the members of the committee, and all other faculty do support. In addition to that, Clean Campus initiatives, we have our NSS, YRC, RRC together. They have this concept of clean college is my dream college. So they actually go in for a lot of tree plantations and all that. And going on to this green campus aspect, our eco club is there to go to motivate our students with the eco garden and such things. And actually, even during the lockdown, the green initiatives were taken up by our eco club. So they made our students have some greenery around their own houses, in or around their houses, the camp, the terrace also. Take images, selfies with those plants they actually reared, and post it in the green eco club WhatsApp group. And like this, they had motivated even during lockdown. We also have a green audit committee which checks on the environmental conservation. So save energy. So like even the CFL bulbs and the electricity consumption, to what extent it is reduced. Placing posters to switch off the lights and fans, and the computer save power when it's not in use. And also our NSS posting pictures for creating awareness, lot of seminars, conferences, all this is taken up. In addition to this, e-waste management as a buyback. So we don't try to spoil the environment. It's a buyback. We give it back to the purchaser from whom we buy. Also, we are proud to say that we are certified for recycling paper waste and saving trees every year. So we get an award, a certificate, where every time we recycle the paper yearly. So this is with regard to the Swachh campus. And then going on to the Jal Shakti. So there rainwater harvesting goes on. Water conservation, our NSS people take up a lot of awareness slogans and rallies and all that. And we also recycle our RO purified water for the restrooms and for watering our plants and all that. In addition to all this, even the drinking water usage is monitored by our supporting staff. So even during the breaks, whenever we have the drinking water in use by our students, we have the supporting staff standing there to see that the water is not wasted. So to this extent, the college actually, the management has motivated all the committee members, the heads of departments, the vice principals. They have motivated us to take up all initiatives at various levels so that we can monitor all this. In addition to this, even with regard to our COVID situation, so we have COVID awareness programs. College itself, whenever we were offline, when we went to the campus, they have this Kabasura Kutivir given to the faculty members, to students. So taking care of the health of the students was also an initiative of college. So our supportive staff, our non-teaching staff, everybody played a role. So the entire campus actually supports in all this cleanliness aspect, the Jal Shakti support, as well as COVID awareness programs. And just recently we took down a list, a huge list of students who are participating in this COVID awareness, who are supporting the COVID centers. So all these health centers, our students have been there to take the data, to do the screening, to enter the data as data entry operators. So a lot of activities our students are actually volunteering to do at this critical moment. So we all say that, we normally say these students, yes, it's a noble initiative taken by students, but still stay safe. And also we have some initiatives from the yoga committee down this COVID for even this breathing, cleanliness, breathing clean air. So breathing exercises, the yoga was actually demonstrated to them, shared with students so that they can even pass it on to their parents. So these are some initiatives that our college is actually going on. And as I was just browsing through the website when ma'am gave me the topic, this Jal Shakti is nothing but catching the rain, where it falls, when it falls. That's what they say, catch the rain. So usually when it is raining, we hold the umbrella. The umbrella is like this. So, but to catch the rain, you have to turn the umbrella upside down and catch the rain. Save water and save the nation. So I think Shiny ma'am is here to actually strengthen us further with all the initiatives that we are doing. And once again, thanks to our management for the great support given by them in motivating the faculty as well as supporting the students in joining hands with the government to save and to have a clean and green campus. And one more last thing which I forgot, not only the campus cleanliness, our students, since they actually do a lot of cleaning in our own campus, Madras University actually opted for our students, and they were called there to clean the university library. So they did a great work over there, a library which wasn't cleaned for ages. So such a big campus with such a big library, the cleanliness was taken up by our own students. Beach cleaning initiatives we were awarded. So these are some of the shining ma'am and a recollection for all our faculty and students. So thank you ma'am for this opportunity, and thanks to our college and to our management
for this. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. So let us go for a photograph then. Okay, otherwise people may leave in between, or okay, so please switch on your camera for a while, then we can switch off if you have some trouble. We want more faces. We can have a very good photograph. Now we have only 5-10 faces here. Okay, and if I get more faces, I'll be happy. Please switch on just for a while, but we can interact through the chat box, so that I can see, I can feel that you are there. When you are writing something over there, I feel like you are there. Right?
A few more cameras on. Few more cameras on.
Few more. Velmani, Tenmuri, good names. Vimal.
Few more cameras on.
Just so that you can know, now the screen is not full. Only half. It looks like someone is not listening.
All the cameras on. for a moment?
Just for a while. After that, you can switch off. I understand the
Just
problems.
2-3 minutes. Hardly 2 minutes. All cameras on.
Sylvia, Rajkumar, please switch on. Let us see each other. Now you are only seeing me, right? I cannot see you. Please, so I want to see all the faces. This is maybe the only time that we are seeing each other, right? Yeah. Ma'am, shall I take one?
Few more faces soon.
All might have gone for makeup, dressing, right? All of you, since all of you are sitting back at home, right? Please try to switch on just for 1 minute. And again, few of you are joining. Yeah, I'll be taking one more. Still, Velmani, Tenmori, this side is not full. Harshi, Bittu. Yeah, I'll be taking one more, ma'am. Otherwise, we'll be wasting our time by taking one more. We'll be taking one more. So be ready. Okay, thank you. Thank you all. I'll be sending it to you. Okay. Yes, you can keep it as a document that you've done this today and the timing, etc. You can keep along with the program schedule. You can keep. Okay. Yes. Thank you very much. I remember your faces. Okay. Yes. So let us get into our discussion. Actually, discussions. All of you be ready because I'll be looking into the chat box where I can see what you want to say. Just like ma'am has said everything, but still you also may have something to say, like you want to do in your campus. So I'll be having a very small presentation on this Switch campus. But before that, we are expected to communicate about the COVID-19 and the psychosocial issues which are being faced by the people right now, because we have to give priority to the COVID-19 situation and the problems that are being faced by the people. Okay, so we cannot tell you that this Swachh Campus is the need of the day, but right now we have to take a lot of initiatives under COVID-19 and the issues which are being faced by the people around. And ma'am has already mentioned that your students are volunteering in the COVID centers, and maybe they are join hands with these centers too for various activities like maybe the data collection or in such aspects. So we are very happy about it, and you have a yoga committee over there. So that is, all these things are necessary. Okay, so we are passing through a disaster situation right now. Disaster, right? So we had seen that flood was there and the famine was there, or there are a lot of issues, natural calamities like this. It's happening around always. So one after the other one, right? So whenever the disaster comes, what is the kind of support that can be given by the institutions like us, higher education institutions like us? Right. So disaster can be divided into three stages, like pre-disaster and during disaster and post-disaster, right? So just like that, COVID also is a disaster where we can see the pre-COVID, during COVID, and post-COVID. Three situations where people, maybe before we are getting into this trouble, like we are getting caught of this COVID-19, people have the fear that how it will be, whether I'll die or whether I'll survive, what will happen, I don't know. Even I'm having the fear to talk to other people that I'm having this COVID, right? So a lot of problems before COVID, and during COVID we need the facilities and medical support, right? So from where I'll get it, whom to contact, from where I'll get oxygen beds and oxygen support, or the medical support, from where do I get it, or whom to contact, right, during the COVID season. And after that, post COVID, again, people are being affected by emotional problems, and we can see that people are emotionally imbalanced. Okay, so what is the emotion actually? Maybe the fear, or they are sad and they are listening to the stories of their friends, or when they are coming out of this, there are number of problems that they face, like stress. They are stressed, they don't know what is happening. Unknowingly, lot of changes are happening in the patients, and even after the curing this disease, what is the kind of stress level of the patients. Okay, so it is immediately, or very soon, this is what we have to do. We have to support, or we have to counsel the people, those who are affected by the COVID. Okay, or maybe before that, getting COVID, again, what is the kind of support that can be provided by the higher education institutions. So let us see that what are the, first of all, just to analyze that what are the needs of the society right now. Right now, COVID, you can connect it with the COVID 19, and could you just list out in the chat box what are the needs of the society right now? Then we can plan accordingly. Okay, a few points. Can anyone put it in the chat box? What are the needs of the society right now? All of you may be very well, knowing about this. Like, it can be oxygen beds, shortage of oxygen beds, like that. Yes, Anjana says that it is oxygen supply is not there. Okay. Then anything else? Oxygen supply is there, shortage is there. In future, we can expect that we'll have to set number of oxygen parlors, because we don't get sufficient oxygen, or we can say that pure oxygen we don't get. Right. So counseling is required, vaccination is required. People are not more preventive. Okay, their immunity power is very, very low. Hospital facilities are required. Very good. Shobha ma'am says that counseling is required. Exactly, ma'am. Then Rajeshwari says that hospital facilities. Sharada says that people are not more. Yes, all are correct. Anything else? All these are the present needs of the society, or present needs of the COVID-19. Proper medication and care, it is not there. Yes. Then people are not followed lockdown condition. Yes. Yes, what to do, right? And how to make them aware. Like, people are losing their lives, and still people don't understand how to behave in this particular situation. Self discipline is not there. Kevin says awareness among the people very low, right? Anjana says people don't have. Yes, awareness is not there. Okay, so we are coming to a common point that people are actually not aware. Since we are educated, we think that everyone is aware of it. No, there are more than 70% of the people are not aware of this disease, and how to cope up with the situations. So here comes the role of educational institutions, higher education institutions. Yes, and yes, Aruki of the NC says that wearing the mask, and we don't know how to wear the mask. Not we, but these more than 70% of the people in India don't know what to be done. Okay, so here comes our role, that what has to be done, what can be done from our end, because we are educated. And since ma'am has already mentioned that your students are doing a lot of things, and could you tell me what can be done now? Yeah, social distance is not kept, and safe physical environment. Even when we ask the people, like, how many different rooms are there in their houses, they say that we have only one room. We have a lot of family members. Yes, so social distance, and we have the physical environment. Number of rooms will be less, and there may be number of people, and we don't know what to do. One person is being affected by COVID, right? That is the kind of problem that is being faced by the people in the society. and just get into, if you get involved in the personal lives of various people, we can see that there are a whole lot of issues, right? And some people say that they may have some married people, they are having some issues with the in-laws. So when they get, suppose if the daughter-in-law or daughter gets this COVID, what they do is they're having the fear to talk to their in-laws, so they cannot go home once it is identified that I'm having COVID and I cannot go home because I'm my in-laws, they will definitely make some issues, simple things. Okay, and these kind of things, how can you address this? And Shobha ma'am says that also by motivating students to attend the online classes, our colleges indirectly preventing students from going out of their homes, thereby locking them in the online classes. Yes, ma'am. Very good. Then Vijay Saga says working women facing more stressed and not able to manage work-life balance. Exactly. Yes, working women, because they are working 24 hours. Actually it was 8 hours a day, but now they are working 24 hours, right? And they are really stressed. Physically and mentally they are stressed. And Rajashri Arul says that consuming the organic healthy food drink will have us from this COVID virus, protect you from the, yes, who will tell the people? We know this. We know this. All of us know because we are educated. We are studying or working in the higher education institutions. We know this. But what about the other people? Okay, so this is what we are asking, and should support one another. Yes, all these are the needs of the society. Yes, ma'am has already put forward one thing that we are engaging the students with a lot of online sessions. Yeah, actually these students, we are interacting with almost all the students all over India, various institutions all over India, and the students say that okay, we are getting enough time at home, but we are depressed. See, how can we address this? Are we purposefully addressing these issues? Students are depressed, they are sitting back at home and they are depressed. And the children and the elder ones, okay, it is fine, but what about the younger ones? And in this age, the children, they want friends, and they don't want to have this social distance. Everything is there, friends are there, everything that we can say. Yeah, okay, so these are the issues that we are facing right now, and we can say that emotional imbalance. And so that is another thing. So emotional imbalance means, can anybody tell me some of the emotions that, or the feelings that we have right now, or the people that they are passing through? Shubha ma'am, I will just come back to you. Flexi time adoption to be managed. So these are the solutions. So I'll be discussing about the solutions after the problems. So just tell me what are the emotions that we are going through. Identify that emotions. So then only we can say that we are emotionally imbalanced. Not maybe the members, employees in your institution, or the students in your institution, or outsiders, or you might have adopted certain villages, right? So the people in that particular village, they are emotionally imbalanced. So what are the emotional breakdowns or the emotional imbalance that you can see? Fear. Yes, that's the first thing. We are under fear. The students, when I talk to them, they say that the future is not certain. Then why do we learn? This is what they are asking. Why do we learn a lot of subjects? Why do I start a business? Because the future is uncertain. We don't know whether we will live or not. People are really stressed. They don't do anything because of this. Okay, abnormal situations. Okay, fine. Then despair. Yes. Abnormal. Yeah. Okay, Ma Devi ma'am. Yes. Then any other feeling that we are passing through when you listen to, when you make a call that we are having a your friends or their family members are passed away. When you make a call, you see that the person is not there. What do you feel? Is it the fear that you have? Pity feeling? You are sad, you feel like crying, right? We feel like crying because we are sad, stressed. Yeah, depression. Anjana says it's stress, or we are stressed, and it is depression. We are going into the depression. And don't think that since we are educated, will not get depressed. It is not that we would like to say that we also will be depressed. Okay, we are sad, and how to come out of this? And the people need the help. Okay, loneliness is a situation, it's not a feeling. Okay, loneliness is not it's a situation, it's not a feeling. Yeah, yeah, peace, speciality, especially when you are hearing about death of your loved ones and leads to depression. Yes, yes, then these are the problems, mainly that the problems. Then just imagine that when you are depressed, when you are sad, what are the changes that are happening to your body? Have you ever thought about this? What is somewhere it is, you feel like you are sad, you feel like crying, and you may feel like your body somewhere it is burning, right? You feel like it is, your body is burning, some of the organs are burning, maybe your heart is burning, or your stomach, you feel like a burning sensation, some pain somewhere, right? On your chest you feel like some pain. Have you felt like that? And when you are happy, you are smiling, then just see what are the changes that are happening to your body. Feel that. When you're happy, you feel somewhere any pain that you feel? No. Do you have any suffocation somewhere when you're happy? No. So we have to bring the people back to their life by providing them emotional balance. This is what we would like to request all of you, because we can do it. Right? We have to bring back these people to their normal life, and we have to create these kind of awareness among the people, like how can we create the emotional balance unknowingly. Just suppose if you are stressed and you are depressed, go and check your blood count will be less. Okay, you may feel like, my god, when you search in the Google, you can see that you may have lot of diseases like it is, the count is like you may have some leukemia or cancer. It shows that kind of changes in your blood unknowingly, but we don't go and check our blood when we are depressed or we are sad. But that is a kind of change that is happening to your body, and whole lot of diseases may happen that will come, like starting from the cancer, or maybe some heart failure, right? Just imagine. So this is what is going to happen to the human beings unknowingly. And the youngsters, we could see that even they unknowingly, this oxygen level is going down. What is the reason behind it? They don't know. Even they don't feel like it is going down, because they are young, and they do not feel so weak and all that. Yes, health issues, Shobha ma'am. Yes, health issues due to this pressure. We unknowingly, every day, every moment, each moment, we are under pressure. Right? It is going up. In future, we don't know what will happen. So that is these are the emotional imbalances or emotions that we have identified. Yes, and what can be done? Now we'll get into a solution, like what can be done and how far we are doing for addressing all these issues. Since we are not doctors, right? We are not health workers, so we don't know in what way, or what is the way that what kind of medicines can be given to the people. We cannot prescribe. We don't have the right to prescribe medicines to these people who are affected by all these diseases. No, it is not possible. So how can we help them emotionally? What emotionally, how can we support these people? Now you can write the or you can write anything in this chat box based on that. What are the solutions for this, and how can you support these people? Can you just list it out? Counseling is one way. Yes, how many of you are good in counseling? Counseling, someone has written here, it is, ma'am has written this counseling is good. How many of you are good counselors? Harida says we can motivate them. How? How can we motivate them? Through phone calls? Is that Harida meant? we have to motivate these people. Yes, rather than motivating, we can use a different word. We have to counsel them. They need our help. Okay, counseling. Yes, Shobha ma'am said online counseling sessions, motivation committee, they are taking up already. We are doing it, and because of their speech, by speaking to them soothly, yes, and that is the one of the major components of counseling. That is speaking them soothly. So you may have something in your mind. You this just put forward this point that soothly, slowly. Okay, that is based on the client, that these people are your clients. Okay, what is the pace of talk of that particular client? Sometimes these people may be crying loudly. Okay, they may be speaking, their pace may be very high, they may be very fast, so you have to address them in the same pace and tone. Okay, so please try to understand. So okay, by encouraging them, consoling them, by saying some positive words. Shashikala says that by positive words, correct. Uma Devi ma'am says console them. Yes, yeah, so every day you have to make sure that at least we are saving one family and one patient. Let us see how we can do this. And you're having a wonderful group of team of members there in your institution, those who are carrying out various activities. So the same team can do this, but the training has to be, you have to go through a particular training to become good counselors and good helpers. Okay, otherwise you are collecting a lot of news from there. And even suppose if your friend is having fever, you can say that you take some paracetamol tablet. So there is no need of training, because we know that, but that is not the right or proper medication. There may be number of reasons behind this fever, so that person has to be taken to a physician, and then maybe to other specialists, right? So we cannot say that, but you should be trained, and definitely through these programs we can conduct training programs to the outside world. All of you will be trained in this aspect. So that is what we are aiming at. Okay, pray for them. Yes, prayer is very, having the strength actually. Okay, that can be done. Even at least we have to pray for them. If you don't do anything or just sit back at home, we are helpless. All of us are helpless, and you can sit back at home. Okay, give space for their emotions. Yes, listen to them and give space for their emotions, Shabam says. And any other points, like how to make them emotionally balanced, or anything that you are doing rightly, conducting, you are creating the awareness among people, and your students are going to help the various centers, COVID centers and all that. And apart from that, each one of you, there are 100 people sitting here, 100 sitting here, and 100 people. Apart from that, there may be number of students and the faculty members there, and you can what you can do in this situation. Some suggestions from your end. Apart from this, you are doing okay, good. Apart from this, what do you do? What we can do? Yes, counseling committee headed by faculty with postgraduate. Yes, psychology. Yes. So you yourself can create a group of people, those who are just like a task force. You have a task force. Okay, team is not to be a task force where you are going to attend the psychosocial issues of the people in the society. Yes, great. Can be active listener too. Yes, active. That is something which is very important. That you should be an active listener. Otherwise, they'll be telling you something, and you'll be giving some kind of answers to them. You cannot give solutions, but you may be giving some kind of answer to that people. That itself is not being expected, because when you talk to the people, what we want is we have to create a rapport with the people, and the clients should feel like you are trustworthy. Clients should feel like you are trustworthy, right? So suppose you don't listen, you're looking to that side or this side when you are listening to them, and you suppose if you are attending or interacting with the client through the phone call, they do not see you. Okay, so then you just listen to them and repeat the words which they have talked to you. and add some paraphrase, and then in between you respond to them. That is what we want. That's why someone has written here as the who is it, Makeshwari, written here like you need to listen to others. And Sharita says that by giving some other work and diverting them. Yes, that is required. Yes, first listen to them. Samuel says, first listen to them, give assurance, then give some examples of real life people. Yeah, bring them back to life. That is good attempt. Then Harita says, converting them with some psychological activities. Yes, through that exercises or the activities that you bring back these people to the lives. That is our objective. We are giving life to them. Okay, so I'll be giving you certain tips like emotional imbalance. So you have listed out certain emotions or feelings like fear, then distress, this or you are sad, right, depressed. So what can be done is just observe your emotions. Suppose we also are, going through these kind of situations. We are sad. When you listen to your friends, they got affected and they are facing this problem, and the whole world is being under trouble. So first of all, what we have to do is we should understand the difference between empathy and sympathy. Okay, empathy and sympathy. Sympathy is, if someone is crying, you also will crying along with them. That is what sympathy is. So there is no use of the sympathy. Okay. So what we want is empathy. Empathy is putting yourself into others' shoes. So for that, first of all, you have to get out of your shoes, then get into the other person's shoes and see what do they feel. But at the same time, you should not be emotionally affected. That is one of the best qualities of a helper or a counselor. Okay, try to understand them, their problems by interacting with them, and try to connect them. There is no solution for the problem. Financial problems or so many other problems are there, but there is no solution sometimes, but you can help them in certain ways. So that is our objective. 100% we cannot save their life sometimes, but we can act like a helper. We are helping during the COVID situation. Yeah, solution. Suma Devi ma'am says that finding out their difficulties and offering solutions to them. Yeah, so this is the thing. Find out the difference between the empathy and sympathy. You be empathetic, not sympathetic, and then you yourself make your strong enough to listen to these people. When you listen to them, you feel like, my God, just got affected. I'm got affected. I cannot listen. No, you have to make yourself strong, and I know that all of you are strong enough to help the people, and then listen to them, and then support them, or give a counseling or help them. Okay, don't go with any of the solutions. There is no solution actually. This is the thing that we can do. Okay, so we have to address these issues. So observe the emotions. So don't tell. Suppose if one person is crying over the phone, so what will you do? Will you tell them to stop crying? Don't cry. No, this is not what we have to tell them. Let them cry. Emotional outburst is happening. Let them cry. Let them shout. Whatever, let them do that. Or even in our case, we can do this. We can just cry out all the emotions. Then observe the emotion. I'm just observing. Okay, I'm sad. See, I'm crying now. Yeah, tears are coming down. Okay, fine. Then what we have to do is just wait, just listening to, observing your emotions. You sit there for some time. What is the result? What will be the result? Just imagine you are yourself, you are crying, but you are just looking at you, not others. You are looking at you, you are crying. Gradually that will subside. Settle down, we'll settle down definitely. We are angry. Okay, we are angry. We are just listening to, observing our angry mood, and that will gradually come down. Okay, so that is the best way that you can tell these people to do. Okay, what? You have to observe the emotions and then let it be settled down. like that. That's the best way to emotionally balance yourself. So these kind of simple tips can be given to them. And again, to prevent this corona also, if you have certain tips to increase the immunity level, how what can be done, maybe through the food, good food, or maybe vitamin C, some things which would not affect the people, that can that kind of advices can advise us. You are, again, I'm telling you, we are not here to give advices. We are giving certain tips like this, and we can tell the people like keep a mug of cup of soap solution at home, keep a bucket of soap solution at home. So when you come back from outside, you can put your mask in the cup of soap solution. Corona is dead. And again, on the other side, you dip your dresses in the bucket of soap solution. Corona is gone. You understand that? So these kind of things, when you make calls to other people, you can do that. And when you're calling others, you're asking them, how are you? How do you feel now? What about your family members? And you are making sure that I am there with you. Okay, all of us are passing through this, but still I am there with you. When you are creating such an or giving such a promise to them, what we do is we are trying to raise their antibody levels. Do you know that? Unknowingly, that is happening. When we smile at others, when we are doing all this kind of support, or when we say that we are there for you, then what we do, we are, yes, giving moral support. Yeah, when we empathize others, what we do is, vaccine is actually to generate antibodies, right? It is not sufficient. We say that along with that, we have to show our love and care to others. Okay, so that is the first and foremost thing that, yeah, we have to do. And Makeshwari says that giving moral support. Sunita says that empathy is the ability to understand and share the feeling to one another. Yes. Papering will help. Yes. But you should not tell a patient who is in serious, a very serious condition, to go and vapor. No, we are not giving solutions. We are not giving advices, but only this is something which we should understand, that we are mentally supporting these people, morally supporting these people, and connecting them with certain experts. Suppose they are having, the person is going through depression, you can connect high depression, then you can connect that person with that of a psychologist. You should have the number of a psychologist. You can connect it with the psychologist. Suppose if that person is having the COVID-19 related issues, maybe physically, and maybe they are having a lot of other problem, oxygen level is low, then you connect them with that of a physician, not the other one. So we should know whom to connect with. Only this is what we are doing. Education institutions, we need to concentrate on all these things. Okay, this is what we would like to say, because apart from that, the second priority has to be given to Swachh Campus initiatives. Why? Because Corona is, that will go at a point of time. Everything will be clear, and we people, the students and the faculty members, administrative staff, and everyone will join the institution. During that time, please start doing work on this Swachh Campus, because we know that environment, again, that is another side of it, environment is actually damaged. Yeah, Rajastri, I'm still continuing. Make them feel about their cherished memories. Yeah, there are a lot of ways, and we'll be giving you some training also in this aspect through NSS, unit in your institution. Immediately, we'll be coming back to you to give a training on this. Okay. So I'll be getting into, a small presentation. I'll be rushing through this because you are doing almost all the things. So there is no need of telling you, but I should be communicating to you regarding the award that is going to be given in the year 2022, because as I have mentioned, that the whole environment is being damaged by, or it is being spoiled by the human beings. We know that, right? The whole environment is being spoiled by the human beings, so we need to correct it. So we can see that the global warming is there, carbon footprint is going up, and air pollution is there, water pollution is there. Everything is polluted. We don't get sufficient water or good air or pure air. It's not good air, pure air or pure water. Yes, we are just we don't get all these things. So what to be done? So this is the main reason why we have just thought of this Swachh campus initiatives, and I'm happy that you're doing almost all the things. And there is a manual. I don't know whether you have the manual with you to be followed, so that you will get some idea on what is to be extra to be done. Okay, almost all the things which we have included here are there in your institution already. So we need to do more, and you may plan it when you come back to your institution. Okay, so this is a small presentation, and that will be given to shared with the concerned faculty over there. Since Uma ma'am is in touch with me, I'll be sharing these PPTs and the materials, and one format is there in which you have to fill the details on what you are doing in your campus. All these things can be filled and send it to us, but in the year 2022. So before that, we need to do a lot of activities. So that is what I'm going to discuss for a few minutes. About Swachh Campus, you know that it's a national inspiration. I'm not giving you much of the introduction on this because you are doing it. Okay, so we need this. This is an aspiration of India too. So we aspire that every campus also will have a Swachh policy in place. So that is why this particular movement, Swachhta movement by Government of India, so that we have to bring hygiene in our basic lives, because we are planning or we are aiming at a pure and healthier state. Right, so teachers and the students of various education institutions can play a big role in all these activities. So that is why the Swachhta movement is being communicated to higher education institutions, because we have the knowledge base, we have huge outreach, so we can make use of this. And green campus also is may not be a new term for all of you. You are doing it already. So, but now what we have to understand in this, it is mandatory. Okay, it is mandatory to make our campus clean and green. And as per UGC says that green campus is a higher education community with optimum land use, environmental planning and resource management. Resource means it can be energy or it can be water, right? So there are, we call it as Panchabhuta, right? Earth has got Panchabhuta, there are 5 elements. So we need to protect 5 elements in an efficient way, because we are aiming at a sustainable environment where whatever activities that you are carrying out in the campus should not affect the surrounding environment. So this is the reason why we have launched the Swachh Campus Manual in the year 2018 by Union Minister of Human Resource Development. And this was happened in the year 2018, and Jal Shakti Manual was introduced in the year 2019. Jal Shakti means it's related to water conservation. Okay, so you may be thinking about why the manual is required. So ma'am was actually Shobha ma'am was telling us regarding the activities that you are doing in your campus. So we just want to know whether, and again I can see that it is doing in a very systematic way, right? So 5S committee, it is 5S, right? 5S committee is functioning in your institution. Okay, so they are doing a lot of activities in the campus, but the question is whether you are recording it, are you codifying it in the proper manner or not. Suppose you are not doing it, please start doing systematically, codify that, record that. So that is why the manual is required, and where in the manual you can see the standard operating procedures related to various aspects. Okay, I'll be telling you what are the different areas under which you have to do this very systematically, and this is not for one day but for 24/7 into 365. Okay, Swachh Bharat campaign is aiming at the cleanliness, maintaining the cleanliness in the campus, and that is for 24/7 into 365. because we are producing, higher education institutions are producing different types of waste. The reason is the campus is considered to be a mini village where the students from various students or the faculty members or the other people, administrative staff from different areas are coming to the institution, so that we need to create inculcate the habit of swachhta in the campus. So this is the reason why we need a manual. Okay, and there are approximately 6,55,000 thousand villages in India. So representing these villages, we have the students or the members who are coming to the institution. So that is why we need to have a manual so that we can communicate with them that this is what we have to do. Okay, so in this context, SOP manual is being prepared by Higher Education Department in the Ministry of Education, Government of India. So the major objective itself is to promote the participation of the higher education institutions. And when we started up with the thought of awards, what we felt is this is a way to create peer pressure among the education institutions, so that everyone will try to implement the various activities or start doing various activities under this head. When we started doing it in the year 2017, mainly we just used to consider the parameters like student toilet ratio, water availability, purity, hostel kitchen hygiene, etc. But now it is much beyond that, and we need to have a substantive and qualitative evaluative framework. That is why the manual is substantive, qualitative, evaluative framework that is needed in an organization. Okay, especially in the higher education institution, we need to institutionalize this particular concept, that is Swachh movement or Swachh Bharat campaign. And students also will be happy because in the Swachh campus initiative, why? Because they are, for them it is a learning beyond the classroom. And I know that lots of students in your institution they are involved in various activities. So we can again, you can do more, much more than this, because we enjoy the autonomy to do a lot of activities in the campus itself, and with the help of outside stakeholders like civilians or the businesses or the industries around, we can do a lot of activities. Then this is, and all these things, I'm not discussing. Why? Because what can an HEI do? This is for the beginners or those who haven't done the activity, started the activities yet. Because otherwise, if you suppose if a higher education is not started, we can say that we have to start with a discussion or a meeting with the different people or students representatives, faculty representatives, and to have a consensus among them whether to maintain a clean and green campus. Actually, in your institute, we have already done, so I'm not discussing about it. Okay, and you told me that there is a team effort is happening there, and it is called a Swachh Core team. Okay, maybe 5 S's, maybe I don't know what is 5S. It's a team, and S is Swachhta, maybe I guess. So team, the core team is not to be Swachh core team, and we will have the Swachh faculty team, then Swachh student team, Swachh monitor team, or Swachh admin team. So representing each category, we need people in the particular group, and that should be headed by the principal. That is what is happening there, and we can appoint one designated authority to look into these things. And especially in most of the institutions, we could see that it is the NSS coordinators who are acting as the designated authority. Okay, and you can make involve these people also, like in the higher authority, in the higher levels in the hierarchy, like vice chancellors, directors, deans, HOD, or faculty members, NSS coordinators, or building maintenance managers, canteen managers. See how many people can be involved in this. Okay, and you can invite the partners if you want to get the funds, like state and central regulatory bodies, alumni, NGO, non-profit organizations, or public policy groups, and all that, media and celebrities. Okay, so government. So all these members can be a part of your partnership groups. And the policy, I hope that you have a policy, right? And I need to check that whether this policy is covering these areas like sanitation and hygiene, water conservation, rainwater harvesting, waste management, energy conservation, greening, and student activity policy. I hope we are doing like this. And a number of activities you are carrying out. So I'm again not touching on this because you are doing it. But only thing is, whatever you are doing in the campus, that has to be communicated to the outside world. So immensely you use the social media. Whatever you are doing in the campus, take a photograph, make a video, upload in the YouTube and share it with the outside world. That can be done, and that will be acting as a record for you. Hard copy or soft copy can be kept in your institution. And student Swachh Kendra, room can be used for the student Swachh Kendra. So where students can come and sit together and can share their views and develop certain plans for the future. Okay. And some formats can be used, like for energy consumption. See this on left side, the areas in your building, maybe admin block 1, 2, canteen, lab, or lab 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay, use that, write it over there according to your building and infrastructure, and from January to December, how much energy is being consumed in each room. Is there any variation? Is there any wastage? Hope again you are following this. And Swachh campus, these 5 areas are important. See, sanitation and hygiene getting maximum points, 200 points. Okay. And again, under this sanitation and hygiene, what all things will be taken care of? Okay, what you can do more? You can refer this and will come to know that apart from the physical appearance or the ambience or adequacy of toilets, we expect much more than this. And for each activity, we get the points. Then waste management, again, what are the different arrangements that you have made in the campus? Segregation of the solid waste or collection of solid waste, reuse and recycling. And you can connect these activities with that of entrepreneurship also. And suppose if it's an innovative idea, the students can take it as a career opportunity too. See, for example, organic fertilizers are being manufactured, and by using these ways, the students can think about organic fertilizers manufacture. So that these, there are a lot of people in different states in India. They are involved in the processing or the manufacturing of the organic fertilizers. Okay, we always say that we do not get good food, organic farming is required, but if organic farming is needed, we need to have organic fertilizers. Okay, so we can take it as an career opportunity. Then reuse and recycling. If you put some tick marks here, you will be getting points. Okay, so I'll be sharing all these formats with ma'am. Kumadevi ma'am, she'll be sharing it with the concerned people over there. Then campus greenery, constructed area how much, and green area, unconstructed area. Likewise, you have to conduct a survey and just plan for the future. So I'm coming to the concluding part. All these things. The action plan is there. You can keep a table like this, like sanitation, waste management, water management, greenery, and energy management. In each area, what we are doing now, what are the key challenges, and what are the actions to be taken further. You are doing something now, and extra what you can do, what is the action start date, end date, and the responsibility of which person, and status on end date, whether it is completed or not completed. If you haven't completed, what is the reason for the deviation, and some other actions to be taken. So this kind of a format can be used. So Earth provides, I'm just saying, by concluding by saying that Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed. Okay, and I'll be showing you the form that has to be filled for the awards. One district, one green champion award. See this, where you have to fill the institution's name, its address, SAP committee details, then students, faculty, numbers. Okay, now the administrative staff, how many? Then images of the Swachhta activities in your campus, and paste any video links you have uploaded in the YouTube. Okay, Switch Campus activities in the campus, all these details can be provided. And under that there are 100 questions given. I hope that 90% you can do it. Your campus, since you are doing whole lot of activities, you can put tick mark here in the yes or no. You can see here yes or no, where suppose if the first question, do you have a SAPI committee for the components of Swachhta, like greenery, water management, waste management, energy management, and sanitation and hygiene? You can just put tick mark under yes. Likewise, there are 5 heads under which there are totally 100 questions. All are very simple. Okay, very simple questions which you are doing in your campus, and you can submit that. But we'll be telling you when to do that. It is 2022 actually. So we have to, once you come back after all these problems, you may start doing this. Okay, so it is not the time to do the Switch Campus initiatives immediately, because we have to address so many other things. Right, we have to address so many other things that is COVID related as well. It's not yet completed, so we need to work on this, and we'll be giving you some training programs under the NSS unit over there. Okay, we are starting the discussion with the state level coordinators from today onwards, and immediately we'll be having a session for all of you, because we need to get some training. Otherwise, we are going to address the psychological issues. Right, we are going to address the psychological issues. For that purpose, we need to be trained. Okay, we need to be trained. That is why we are telling you. See, suppose an old age person has come to you, maybe 65, 70 years old woman is coming to you, and she's asking you, daughter, or maybe I don't know in your language what do they call. So you have to talk to them in the same way. Otherwise, don't call them madam and all that. Instead, you can call them mama, right? So that is a kind of the relationship or the rapport that you can build with the person and make them feel comfortable to talk to you. You have to be trustworthy when you interact with these people. Okay, then only they will follow what you are saying, and you'll be god-like for them. Okay, so this is what we would like to tell you. Okay, so now we can have a discussion. Please, you can speak about it, and more points, especially the students, they are the young blood, and you can tell a lot of things what we can do further. Do you have any problems right now? Okay, what you can do, or do you want any support from our end? So that's the first question. Do you want any support from our end, students? This is a question to the students. Then we come to the next part, that is the society. Okay, then if you equip yourself with mentally and physically you are strong, then we get out and talk to the people. Yes, Dr. Santosh, yes. Srinivas Slow says that, yes, okay. So, can you tell me what did you understand from today's discussions? Can any student tell me? Students, I want to listen to the students now. What did you understand? Simple things you have learned. One or thing, two things that you might have noticed, and that you can practice and do immediately. You can type it in the chat box. Awareness. Yeah, we need to create the awareness. Okay, we want to act like a counselor, helper. We will call ourselves as the helper. Okay, stay safe in home. Yes, Dinesh Kumar says stay safe in home. Okay, any other thing that you have learned? Any other points you have learned from here today? What about emotional balance? What is to be done immediately if you want to create an emotional balance? Yeah, how to survive with awareness about the COVID virus and keep our environment clean for future. Don't fear about it. Okay, precautions, empathy. Yes, Govindraj, empathy. Empathy, you need to create empathy, not sympathy. Very good, you learned it. And for emotional balance, what you have to do is you have to observe your emotions. I'll just type it here, observe your emotions so that you can balance it properly. To balance your emotion, what you have to do, observe your emotions. Okay, not to control. I'm not telling you to control, so that should be a lesson for you. We need to observe our emotions. When you are angry at home, see, for example, maybe parents, they beat children, punish the children, right? Yeah, so that is we need to control our emotion, not control. Again, I'm using the word not control. We have to balance the emotions. We are human beings, we will have the emotions, so please do that. Active listener, listening is required. Okay, yes. And in between, I'm just taking care of health of, yeah, your health. And I have shared a link also, please fill it up. Okay, and someone please share it in the WhatsApp group also, so that it will be easy for you to fill that link. Teachers and the students all are expected to fill it. Okay, it takes only 2 to 3 minutes for you. Yeah, mentally and physically healthy and safe in home, yeah, that is required. But address you need to address the outside, people. This is what our the major objective of our session is. You need to start looking into the COVID patients and their families. We want to save them. We are responsible, because we are responsible citizens, so we need to save them, not only our family. Once you save your life and your family's life, then you, like, just look around, don't go around, but look around, then just talk to them, save them, help them. Yeah, we keep our surrounding clean in our house. And yes, okay, so some of the learnings. So we have actually uh, talked to you regarding the psychosocial. I'll just type it down once again for you, if you are understanding. Psychosocial issues. Psychosocial issues. So mental health of the people are affected. People are getting panic. We should not use the word panic, it's just for a short period of time. But how to help the people when they are in panic? They are helpless. Panic people are helpless. They are running like this, they're shouting, they're crying, panic. So how to help them? So psychosocial issues, how to address this is what we have learned in one part. And then to protect the environment, what can be done? So the whole initiatives that should start from the higher education institutions, because you are the future of India. You are the future of India, right? So you need to take care of the Mother Earth and the environment, protect the ecology, so that you can have a bright future. That's why we are talking to you. Okay, so each one of you should have the self awareness on this. You should make this as a habit of yourself. Okay, helping others and protecting the environment should be the your responsibility. Got it? If you want to ask also anything, you can put it in the chat box. If you want to ask me anything regarding the psychosocial issues, or regarding anything, maybe regarding the Switch campus, I'll be sharing all this with you, like even the guidelines for psychosocial, how to address the psychosocial issues, that also will be shared to you. Okay, there is a document. Then regarding the Jal Shakti, then Swachh campus, all we have the, you know, some manuals. I'll be sharing it with ma'am, and ma'am, you have to share it with the NSS coordinator. and with even IEDC, EDC, that is Entrepreneurship Development Coordinators will be there. You can have a joint work or a team work over there. So there is a huge potential I can see. So that's why I'm telling you. Yes, caring. Shakti Sai says, Shakti Sai Baba. Caring, supporting, communicating will help us to overcome, and that will help you also. When you help someone, when you console or someone, that means you are helping you, it's not others. Okay, just for you, your antibody will be increased in number. You are protecting yourself. Okay, so the mental support is something which the people require. Mental support. So don't, again I'm telling, don't give any solutions, don't give advices, only help. Okay, only help. This is what we want to give to others, support or help. What kind of help that can be given? Mental support. Counseling is a support, right? Counseling is a help for them. Mentally we are supporting them. Advices, no need of advices, but instead give some tips that can be worked out. And one more thing is, you should not communicate anything regarding, or suppose if you don't know about it, don't pass a piece of information which is wrong. Okay, faulty information that should not be passed. And in social media, this is what is happening, right? Social media, there are a lot of faulty messages are being communicated to the outside world. So that should not be done. But, and again, suppose some students are very good in social media, YouTubers will be there, right? YouTubers, and they're very especially these students can be volunteered, and they can prepare certain videos, short videos on all these things, like as a helper. If you have that particular skill, you can record a video and you can put it in the YouTube, upload in the YouTube. That has got impact now. That's a kind of influencer marketing, right? So that you are helping the outside world. So that way, suppose if the student is good in that, you can do it. So these are the different ways. Any questions do you want to ask? You can put it in the chat box. By the time, please, I request all of you to fill the link which is given. I'll be sharing it with ma'am also. Uma Devi ma'am, you may share it with the okay, your WhatsApp group, ma'am, so that the students will be, for them it will be easy. Got it? Heard that today is International Family Day. International Family Day. So I wish all of you a very happy International Family Day. Be with the family and have a good time with them. Okay. Let me see how many of you have filled the form. Yeah,
Filling up the form. Filling up the form.
Yes, I got 19, ma'am, filled form. 19 students or faculty members have filled it. 19.
Remaining students, I will make them fill it up, ma'am, later on. You can share the link. I can make everyone fill it up.
Yeah, I've shared the link with you.
Yes.
Yeah, you can put it in the WhatsApp group, so they will be happy to do that. Only few things. Okay. If you don't have any questions to ask, shall we go for an official sharing of vote of thanks? I can see one face here, Chinnappan Sir, faculty. Faculty. Is he the faculty or? Ma'am, shall I express my gratitude to all of you? Shobha ma'am is here. So on behalf of MGNCRE, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Shobha ma'am for her support and in different ways she has supported, like giving us permission to create such a platform to share our views and to discuss and all that. And on behalf of MGNCRE, I express my sincere gratitude to you, ma'am. Then we have Uma Devi ma'am, again for the wonderful coordination and your interest that you have shown in conducting this program. Thank you very much. Then faculty members, active participation was there. Yeah, finally, what Dr. Santosh has written is learn the skill to face anything. Yeah, I'll be coming back to that. Yeah, so correctly said. So I am really thankful to each one of you, each one of the faculty members here. So on behalf of MGNCRE, thanks to all of you. Then we have admin staff, administrative staff also are you have to do a lot of a very big role in this. So I thank all of you. Then, dear students, I hope that you learned something, at least few points that you have noted, and that has to be communicated to the people whom you are talking to. And I am very thankful to all of you. And yeah, so once again, on behalf of MGNCRE, I express my sincere gratitude to all of you. Don't forget about whatever we have discussed today, and I wish you all the very best. So that's formal words. And I just want to add one more thing. After vote of thanks, nothing, but still, Dr. Santosh says that the learning the skills to face anything. So, as the teachers, as you have understood well, sir, that is something which we have to do. Okay, whether the students are life ready or not, we need to check because we are teaching them lot of subjects. But are we making life ready? That's a question, right? Whether the students know, suppose if the students are not able to do certain things, suppose if their parents are not at home, simple thing is they don't know how to cook, right? They don't know how to purchase even vegetables, simple things. Are they life ready? So that is the question that we have to ask. It's not only that, now the challenges are more. So along with we teach the subjects, we need to make them life ready too. Okay. So by saying that, I'm just stopping. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
I'll be sending you the photographs. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Daya.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Dr. Santosh again says that my passion for gardening. Yeah, income also. Yes, we can connect these two. Switch campus and entrepreneurship. Yes. Please be a model for all the students. By sitting back at home, we can earn. Don't depend on somebody else for the funds and all that. And we know that children are doing all this at home. Fish culture, fish cultivation, and a lot of things the students are doing at home. Okay. Anokia, Tiago, Nagaraj, Prabhu, Shivakumar, thank you very much. See you. If you have filled, you may leave the platform, no problem. Okay, so have a good day for all of you.
Thank you so much.
41 filled it. 41. Yes, yes, yes. Ma'am. Shiva Subramanian, Rajeshwari, Harsini, Sumati, thank you. Divya Bharati, Tamidarasi, I think. Subaraja,